the difference between anime and manga?
One's animation and one's comic books.
So anime's up on the screen?
Yeah. There's some, I can understand there's some confusion. When they were, before we started using anime over here, there was companies, I think they actually tried to use manga to describe the anime as well. As I understand from you old people. Well played, sir, well played. So we're talking about the industry. Let's talk about certain ways in which the comics are presented differently from Western comics. The best description I ever really read was Western comics are objective while Japanese are subjective. You know, the US comic will show you what happens. The Japanese comic will make you feel what happens. What?
Can you give an example?
Yeah, I'm trying to work that out. It's in the way the Japanese. You're familiar? Are you familiar with like the chibi effect of making someone super deformed? No. Chibi. Okay.
Basically, I think what he's trying to say is that the U.S. comics will show you what happens to all these characters, but you won't really feel anything for them. Manga, Japanese comic books, will make you feel things for these characters that you wouldn't otherwise feel for the U.S. comic characters.
Yeah, I'm trying. That's what I put it. Like in your U.S. comic, you know, when someone draws it, they draw it. It's the same way throughout the whole thing. It's the same lines, but in Japan, they will manipulate how realistic or simplistic the picture is to invoke something, whether it be to show a comedic effect and then show someone with exaggerated features, or if someone's supposed to be feeling like really, you know, down on themselves, you see them starting to shrink. And to go from where, you know, if they want to show someone really serious, they'll draw like really dark lines around them. Starting to get this?
Yeah, I think so. I've seen that, like they have all these.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, even in like, you know, the serious stories that don't do the chibis and the sweat drops and those other comedic effects, you know, when they want someone to be more serious, you know, something more serious, they'll do that. They'll do like darker lines and.
That's true. Like, well, I remember when I was a kid, we had to show Speed Racer.
Yes.
And they're like,
Yeah.
making all these sounds and stuff.
Yeah.
They were very exaggerated.
Yeah. But this is even more. I don't have a projector to show pictures or anything. It's one of those things. It's when as you start reading, you'll start seeing this kind of stuff. And it's also in sort of the length, the stories. Like there's good story, you know. Manga is, I feel, much more. They've had a more history of longer storytelling, or at least trying to. Because sometimes they're not able. They don't get popular and have to shut down, but. There's once a story starts going after the first few chapters, there'll be a lot of stories. They're not self-contained issues. You know, everything it's like a soap opera. You know, you have stuff going on here, but it's all relating to what's happened before and what will happen. Some stories that, you know, that are simpler will be just one story. You know, handle everything in one chapter. Costumes, comments, come on, people. Another interesting thing you get in Japan, I talk about, you know, is they come out in magazines. You get there's a postcard in it, and I'll ask you, okay, what are your 3 favorite stories here in the magazine? And you fill it out and you send it in, and they gather these up at the office, and they work out a chart about what's popular and what's not. So every few months, some series are dropped and others are added. Yeah, that's what it's like. They're able to see what's working and what's not, and there are arguments about it being, you know, is it showing enough? Like, should we add more, you know, to get a better understanding of, like, if like something is everyone's fourth choice, you know, which is a good place to be, but suddenly no one can, you know, it's not getting shown. Yes, sir.
So, I've noticed like in manga, they don't really use like comics like these multiverses to tell different stories.
I can't hear you.
Alright, so you know how in comics, I'm sorry, you know how in comics they do multiverses, right? So they tell a different story.
Yeah.
About the same character.
There's not shared universes in Japan in any of these comics, which is actually something I would like to see, like someone come out with one of these magazines where everyone's writing in the same universe, kind of thing.
There are several spin-offs
Well,
about different characters.
Well,
Until high school.
Place in the same universe.
well,
Yeah, but
okay, hold on, we'll get to.
Doesn't Clam kind of share a universe?
Well, okay, we'll talk about the star system here of Clamp, and then we'll get to like spin-off manga. Okay, so this is someone else that goes back to Tezuka. Why? This is one of the reasons he's the god of manga. All praise be to Osamu. He had what he had referred to as the star system, where he saw all these characters he drew as like actors, and each series he made is a film product. So you would see the same character with same name in different stories playing different characters. Like Astro Boy is in different manga, but it's not that they're all the shared universes, they just share the same actors. Yeah, that's,
Would it be called Astro Boy, or is it just the same?
well, he'd be called Adam, because that's his Japanese name, but yeah, he'd be referred to, they'd be referred to, a lot of them are referred to by the same name, though he might not be a robot in this universe.